Hello boaters, welcome to Narrowboat Journeys. My name is Phil, and at the time of recording this, I've lived afloat aboard my narrowboat for nearly 34 years. I share my home with my two cats, Bushka and Midge, and we spend our days travelling around the Canal system and making videos. Well, it's another drab and dreary day again, I'm afraid. I'm on the Oxford Canal and just setting off from the top of the Claydon lock flight. These boats are on the visitor moorings, which they very often will stop overnight and then go down the lock flight the next day. This is a very straightforward little cruise, no more locks, and I'm going to Fenny Compton. That little archway there on the right is where the Boddington Reservoir feeds water into the canal. This pound that I'm in is known as the Summit because it's the highest point of the Oxford Canal. About a mile behind me now is the Claydon lock flight, and those locks all go downhill. And then quite a few miles ahead of me we'll have the Knapton lock flight, and they all go downhill as well. I'm coming up to a very sharp bend, and then right after that there's a lift bridge. That's normally up, but be careful around here because it's often very windy. And before you ask, I don't know what those cans are for. Coming up is the remains of an old railway bridge. On the right is Worm-Leighton Reservoir, which also feeds the Summit Pound. It's used by fishermen as well. You can walk around it. A footpath across Bridge 139 links the reservoir with the road. It's a very remote place though, there's nothing around here. This is all that remains of the Fenny Compton tunnel. Once upon a time it was 1,138 yards long, but because it's only a very narrow tunnel, it slowed the boat traffic down so much that eventually they decided to open it out. It was originally built in the late 1700s, but then around about 1870 the Canal company bought the land that went over the top of the tunnel and decided to open it right up, and thereby making it a bit quicker to go through. Just down the slope between those buildings there is a rubbish facility that can be used by boaters. Your canal guidebook might say that the rubbish facility is up near the Wharf Inn, the pub, just a bit farther ahead, but this has been moved down here. These boats are on permanent moorings, but after the third boat there, the visitor moorings begin. All along here there's quite a lot of space, but it's often very, very busy, and you may struggle to find a place to moor up. Even at this time of year, it's mid-March, it's pretty full up. But luckily, there is a space. I hope you enjoy my videos. If you'd like to help me make more videos, there's lots of ways you could support me. There's Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, PayPal donations, etc. Unfortunately, I make very little money from advertising on YouTube, so all the help is gratefully received. Anyway, no pressure if you can't, that's alright. Well, I'm going to moor up here. Stay tuned if you want to see the cats being let out. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next time, and we'll carry on the journey.